Stanz, today, first of all, we're back. Deep dives. Woo!
It's been a while. I'm excited. Editor, do
all
something
over
good
again.
here. Fireworks.
Yeah, just give more work today.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, today, Stanz, we're talking about Jason Nash, who you do know a bit about, but
Yes.
you don't realize that you do.
You mean David Dobrik's son?
Technically, stepson once.
Sure.
Like, not only are David Dobrik and Jason Nash's mom definitely not fucking, I don't think Jason Nash and David Dobrik are fucking any longer. You know?
Wait.
I think...
Oh, does that mean that Jason Nash is base? Because I think I'm firmly on the side of David Dobrik cringe.
David Dobrik cringe. I think you'll learn today, maybe Jason Nash also cringe.
Shit, I wanted him to be a hero. Well, I've also noticed a lot of Trisha Paytas pictures here.
Yes, like most of these deep dives, she is at least a chapter in this dive today.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, I'm excited and a little bit scared, but mostly excited.
So, Jason Nash is old. You'll relate to that.
My heart. You're my friend. I pay your salary. I will say that there's a couple of these where it's like, oh, he looks young. And then a couple of these where it's like, oh, maybe I don't want to be a YouTuber when I'm 40.
He's now currently 50. But obviously, as time is linear, he's not always been 50. He started off as an SNL intern.
Really? Like Saturday Night Live, like the big one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Adam Sandler, David Spade, Chris
Oh my
Farley.
God, he's super old. Like the golden era.
He described it in an interview. He was one of the only interns that was like willing to deal with a lot of their shit.
Right, their diva mentalities, maybe.
So he ended up getting a job the next year, which was Norm Macdonald, Will Ferrell, JC Morgan. So...
Wait, so he got a job like on SNL, or do you mean... Sorry, explain that again.
As a writer.
Oh, as a writer. Oh, thank you. Got it. Because I think Will Ferrell, I think the Blue Oyster Cult Cowbell, I think the Jeopardy skits and stuff like that. He had a part in that?
He was there for a year, and I think he said there was one time they said one of my jokes, and I was like, hell yeah.
Dude, the honesty is actually endearing. It's like, I got one joke through, that's fine. The thought that someone like started in SNL and was like rubbing elbows with Sandler and Ferrell, and then for some reason is like in the Dobrik squad, you've actually set the stage beautifully, because I do not understand how we crossed this chasm.
Throughout his early career, he had a lot of Z-list acting roles. He was in House for one episode of one scene at the start. The biggest thing was his appearance in Drake and Josh.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
which was
literally.
exactly the same. It's literally a one and done bit role.
Oh, he's the waiter?
Yeah.
I think I was hit by a meatball.
Dude, laugh tracks are crazy, and laugh tracks in kids shows that never stop are even crazier.
Yeah, it's also very funny. I assume maybe he was directed this way.
Yeah.
He's like pivoting his head so you can make sure that you could definitely see him on camera.
Yeah.
He's not hiding behind the dad's head at all. He's like, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here. Through all of the bit roles that he'd gotten, Jason had made enough connections to make his own movie.
Is that so? When I was browsing his IMDb, I saw like getting married to Jason Nash.
That's the movie. Here is the trailer. Before you watch it, the amount of random, very famous comedians and celebs in this is crazy.
Right, because they're all his friends, theoretically. He called in every favor for his first movie.
Literally, he must have called in every single favor possible.
Got it. Let's check it out.
Jason. Hello. I'm open for business.
Oh, she's so funny.
You know, we've been getting along so well lately. I don't want to ruin the friendship.
Sorry, was she telling him she's trying to fuck? And also, was this filmed on a camcorder? This came out in 2014. This looks like dog shit. Am I crazy?
Yeah, I think they didn't have much of a budget. That's why I think he called in favors. I don't think anyone's getting paid in this at all.
Jason Nash has it all.
We have 2 children, a lot of responsibility. I'm the one that,
She makes all the money.
right.
And lasting friendships.
You don't go in and grab some of these nuts like that.
What?
You're dead to me, and you're dead to Andy. Tell him he's dead to you.
You're dead to me.
Dude, this is crazy. This is actually just like name drop of the trailer.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to grow up starting now.
I am good enough.
I am good enough.
Say it again.
I am good enough. I can be successful.
You got the job, dude.
Dude, this is making me cringe. Ooh, this feels very like personal and intimate, and it feels like he filmed it on an iPhone, which also upsets me.
It does. We can stop here because I don't think we gain anything from it apart from the people that are in it.
But seeing
So
like
let's have a
who
look at
else is in this, which seems crazy. Patton Oswalt makes an appearance. Casey Wilson, David Koechner, Andy Richter, Rob Corddry, and many more. I don't understand this movie.
It's based off his life. That's why for me it's a little bit weirder that his his kids are in it because he's the lead role and it is him and it's named after him.
Yeah.
And he just cast a different person to be his ex-wife.
Yeah, this is not his real
lines for
ex-wife.
her
Busy
to
Phillips
say.
is not his ex-wife.
It's almost like therapy for him, and he's just like writing the.
Well, to
like,
be fair, it's
ideal
literally
scenes.
therapy for him because there's a therapist that tells him he is enough in the middle of it. Yeah.
Yeah. To promote his movie, he got on Vine in 2013.
Oh.
He actually saw success there, unlike from his movie. So instead of just doing it for promo, he kept making them and started meeting other Viners.
Matt, why are you single?
I just really want to work on myself before investing in someone else, you know?
Nice. What about you, Jason?
Nobody wants to date me. Did you get my voice?
Dude, Vines are crazy. I forget how short they had to be, and so you always know the punchline is like right there. It's freaky. Yeah.
What's a voicemail?
Like an audio message?
Oh, like a voice text?
No.
Oh, you mean that 2-minute thing of you crying?
That's it. Can I help you?
Manon, how much to make love to Jason?
30 grand.
For this Vine, we need a...
As you'll see, it's very similar to when we were doing David Dobrik, where there's hits and there's misses.
Sure.
Well, in doing research to this, I found this interview, which I thought was pretty funny.
Would I rather be on Saturday Night Live or Snapchat? I'd rather be on Saturday Night Live, but this is what I have. Oh, no.
This then led Jason to try and cling on to the mainstream media career that he'd got previously, which led to making FML, a movie all about Vine, basically.
Yes.
Put your hands together if you were born in the 90s!
Oh, no.
I can't believe you have 1 million followers, but you don't drive.
I can't believe you're 50 and still hanging out with a teenager.
That's kind of funny. Although Henry does not look like a teenager. Henry looks like a 28-year-old kid, right?
It'll be a road trip, like Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise commits suicide at the end of that movie.
What?
What? Sorry, one more time, full screen. What? Sorry.
If you can't tell, the premise of the movie was Jason and his friend going across country collabing with a bunch of different influences.
Or even more simply, like an old man leeching off younger generation on the next social media platform, which to me sounds
100%.
very apt. Yeah.
He basically did exactly the same thing as he did with his first movie, but for this one it's slightly different because it's like, hey, you're a Viner, you get to be in a movie.
Right.
So a lot of people were actually like kind of psyched to be part of this.
Right, they don't even know better, and because he's older and has worked in the industry before, they kind of see him as like this way to parlay something into real fame.
Well, he was just about to hit a success that he didn't know was even possible, and it was all because of one person that ended up being in this movie.
Let me have a look at this picture. That is... Oh, there he is. I was like looking at this guy. I was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. That's Davey D. YOLO.
What's funny is the guy on the left is one of David's friends, Alex, who was bigger on Vine at the time. So he was like the main person and David was like his friend.
Can I tell you something? You're gonna have to tune into stream because I'm not sharing this screen. But I've noticed something about this. Straight vertical.
You're gonna do the lines?
Dude, he's covering this. Crooked? Are you kidding me? Dude, it's just obvious alpha male technology, bro.
So when filming for this movie, David had already started his YouTube vlog. By the time that this movie actually came out, Stanz, Vine was officially cancelled.
Oh, really?
So, luckily, one night, David Dobrik had heard this guy called Jason Nash was doing a stand-up comedy at the local comedy club.
Wait, really?
Yeah. And he was like, I remember that guy. I did a movie with him. So he ended up going, went to see him, and after the stand-up, essentially recruited Jason to be a character in one of his vlogs.
Wow. That's so interesting.
Geez, Jason, say something really funny.
David Dobrik is talented.
That's it?
Yeah, so the way that David's vlogs worked, as you know, because we've been there, we've talked about it, it's like super fast paced, just like this bit happens, this bit happens, this bit happens. That was the only bit that Jason was included in that vlog.
That's
which
so
is
funny.
crazy.
Dude, imagine being like an old man with these TikTokers going to see a movie because you're like, maybe I can like leech some fame, and they ask you one question. But apparently he was a star. He hit.
Yeah, so this then brings us on to the Vlog Squad era. Let's have a look at some of Jason Nash's best bits from the vlogs.
Can I get 2 rooms?
Yes, we'd love to help you out today.
Do you work here?
To be honest, I don't work here. I'm part of the mental institution. We're having a day trip here. Doesn't mean I can't get you a room.
So pause for a second.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe why these were funny because this in itself isn't funny, right? I think this is cringe. The best part about some of these is that it's real. So they're just in a hotel that they were going to be checking in on. And because it's all real, they then, like, real people start to interact with them. That's when some of the interesting parts happen. That's what makes it different than it just being like a stupid skit.
Right.
I'm not busy right now at all. I can help you out, sir. Have a seat.
We checked in earlier. They told us to give us a minute because the room has to get cleaned.
Let me take a look. Okay, that's not clean. Are you ordering whores tonight?
Man, there's something going on for real, man. What is this?
He doesn't work.
What?
Again, let me ask you, will there be whores in your room tonight? If you want to take a look, sir, and make sure everything is okay. I do apologize.
Oh. So
That's
the joke's
ridiculous.
bad.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, tough.
This is why David wanted Jason in the vlogs, because he will basically do anything, right?
You can see the groundwork, though, for like, if people like this, you have to escalate. And the problem with that is you have to escalate forever.
This one's just another example of, like, in real life things. Like, that woman is obviously not in the bit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got a boyfriend, but I'm pretty single. Oh, look at this guy. Cock blocking me. Hey man, I was trying to pick that woman up. You come on, cock block me. I guess you get all the huh?
So again, he's one of the only people that was in David's vlogs that didn't know of, like, any barriers, so he would just keep going.
Right, which is why he kept him around. And you feel like you have to keep doing that. If that's your role in the show, you're the guy that always, like, keeps going, then you have to keep going.
He realized that he was getting so much success, he decided to start his own YouTube channel.
Okay, it's just, I don't know if you'll see the thumbnail chat, but it is a woman, I don't know who it is, in a bikini, massive breasts.
Hey, you'll get to see a lot of it in the video.
Oh, it's real. Okay, I didn't know. Sometimes they'll put, like, a woman in the thumbnail that just doesn't
exist. Sometimes they do, you are right.
Welcome to the official Jason Nash comedy channel.
It's like I woke up from a nightmare.
Very artsy.
But now it's R.I.P.
I'm sorry, is Jason Nash going to be in this? Oh.
That's what I was thinking when I first watched this. What the fuck is happening?
There we go. He's here. He's here.
Sorry. Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry. Don't go. You're bleeding.
Man, it's so funny that the second he started talking is like the moment you realize this is not funny at all. Because at first you're like, okay, woman doing modeling. He like takes over, dresses as a woman. He's obviously not a sexy woman. And then it cuts to like, oh, it's like the world's worst improv. You fell over. You're bleeding. Oh no, you're gonna die. And it's like, oh wait. Oh shit. There's nothing here.
After watching that trailer, what do you think the content on this channel is going to be?
Skits. It's gonna be skits.
Yeah, like a comedy channel. And this is just like an opening skit for the future skits.
Of course.
No, he just does vlogs.
That's so. Then why would he call it the comedy channel?
Then this was his first video, which I will say, he basically decided to take what David Dobrik is doing and make like kind of real life skits, but just make them more scripted. And he basically never did this after this video. This is the only video he ever did anything like this in.
Sorry, it's called David Dobrik Takes My Kids. Naming wise, a little bit questionable.
My movie's tanking. Okay? Yeah. I got dumped.
Is she good looking?
She was mostly just good looking. Shut up. I'm trying to fucking rant.
In my bag now, in my bag now.
You dyed my hair pink.
You dyed your hair pink.
You fucking shouldn't have let me.
I didn't realize like the vibe I was getting until right now. And this, I'm not trying to be mean to Jason Nash. I actually don't know anything about him, and like the hustle is good, but he's like if Conan O'Brien wasn't funny at all. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, imagine the same yelling.
Holy shit, he's dead, Stan.
No, but it's like, is it not that? Because like you hear that yell, you're like, wait, this is kind of like Conan, but I'm not laughing.
He basically eventually realized that these skits weren't sustainable because he's coming up with his own bits, but also in all of David Dobrik's bits.
Yeah, stuff.
So he decided to do a much more normal thing and just make the vlogs be more real. This video is relatively popular. It's one of his most viewed videos.
He's buying used panties to start it, to be clear. Kind of weird.
Yeah. He obviously, this is a crazy way to start a video.
Yeah. On eBay today, and it's at $14,000.
Oh.
This is now what he uses as intro for all the vlogs.
What's up, people?
I don't look like that when I wear a hat backwards, do I?
And he says, "What's up, invaders?" Oh no, Stan.
Okay, guys, how are you? Thank you so much for checking out my channel. This is Jason Nash Comedy. You may be saying to yourself, I've been here a few times, and I have yet to laugh once. Oh my God, what a thumbnail this is gonna be. The road.
What?
The road's blocked, Stan.
Oh my God, we did it! We made it! Holy cow! Oh! Whoa! Did you guys see that? Dude, I am not the same. Hang on, let me go get a quick thumbnail.
making fun of a thing that you do is like, this feels like a defense mechanism. It's like, no, you're doing it.
And he actually used the thumbnail face as the thumbnail.
It's always like, oh, wouldn't it be so silly if I did this thing? And it's like, you just want to do the thing, dude.
You can tell from this video, though, that it's obviously a lot more raw. It's not like a scripted thing. He is just vlogging and talking to his camera and trying desperately to fill enough time in the day.
Oh, I'm gonna red alert. He puts his hat sideways later on in the video.
Yo, dude, you've never looked that cool. So everything in his life revolved around David, which is important because obviously you know the future of David's career.
Yes.
Which means that maybe Jason Nash doesn't have a future.
I love this thought that like Jason Nash is consistently putting his eggs in the wrong basket. Where it was like SNL and writing didn't work. SNL fell off, and it's like, well, what about Vine? And then Vine fell off, and he's like, but David Dobrik will steer me straight, and it's like, oh no.
This then leads us on to two problematic parts. But basically, Jason Nash, who's 45, goes on like a fake date for content because they both vlogged it.
Sure.
With 19-year-old Tana Mongeau, who at the time of this happening was being destroyed by iDubbbz for saying the N-word.
Oh, that's the person. But I'm going to assume, based on the way you're framing this, that she was young at the time and Jason Nash was old.
Yes, you're going to find out that she was not really okay with a lot of this, and she wasn't really aware of what was really happening because she was 19. She's doing content, dude. Here is his date with Tana, which has since been deleted, by the way. But...
Got it.
What's up, Tana?
Waited so long.
Why didn't you ring the bell?
I guess I could have just rang the doorbell, but like,
yeah, these
I'm a millennial who like uses phones. You know?
These are doorbells.
Remember when millennials were young? Oh my God, it feels so weird that now they're not.
We're not going to watch all of this video because it's a long one.
Sure.
But you'll just have to take my word for it. Any single opportunity that Jason can mention an age, he does. If they were doing like little bits and stuff, that would be okay. I think that's what Tana thought it was going to be. It's just a date, dude. It's there's not enough of those bits. Every time that Jason mentions that, he's not mentioning it in a like a haha, this is a bit kind of way. He's like, damn, I really wish I could have a 19-year-old girlfriend.
Right. He hits her with the Ford strategy. Family, occupation, what do you do to relax? He's like doing it all.
It's not a bit. He is just having a genuine conversation and being like, damn.
Sure.
Skip to like 4:47 for like an example of that, basically.
Sorry, did they go on a date to Target?
Yeah, she was like dressing him up and taking him shopping.
Hey, what's up? I'm in a midlife crisis.
Yeah, no, it for sure says that.
It does?
Yeah, no, it does.
Does it? I don't think this looks that bad.
I don't either.
Like, if I had a 19-year-old girlfriend, this would be bad, but I don't.
Okay, true.
So,
unless.
Yeah, right? That's not a joke. He's just saying, he's just mentioning, I'll just pick a random number off the top of my head. 19 years old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she would like
wear
it.
this.
But they also do everything that they might just like you for your money.
Well, we know that's not true.
Oh,
no, I hate it.
That camera look from her is actually so funny. Wait, she's hilarious.
Think that they might just like you for your money.
Well, we know that's not
Dude, that's so fucking funny.
Yeah, so Jason, as you've seen before, like obviously he has some bits that are just like not funny, but he has the capacity to be funny, and he was seen as like a funny person. Tana as well is like, she has that kind of angle on YouTube. She would like do story times, but she was funny, and she is funny. So both of them coming together to do like a date, you can understand why it would be funny. It's just Tana realized, I think, like as the day went on, that it wasn't a funny thing and it was like way more real than she wanted it to be.
Yeah.
She filmed her perspective of this date, which I cannot find for the life of me anywhere.
No.
Like as I said, this was like re-uploaded. I could only find it in like a weird perspective YouTube short that was uploaded recently because Tana is like looking back and going like, damn, this was crazy, wasn't it? Here you go. This is her perspective.
Every time I hung out with the male influencer, double my age as a teen.
He just kissed me in the dressing room. I don't know what's going on. I really thought this was a fake date, and I think he just made it a real date. He just kissed me. I picked on the list. You kissed me. No. Pick me up. Look, I will fight you right now. Literally, I will fight you in this mall right now. I wanted me to. I am so I thought you wanted me to.
To all the famous successful guys who dated or got at me when I was 17, 18, 19, or 20, you're fucking weird. I see that shit now too with these young TikTok girls. Guys are weird. If there's a 10-year age gap and he just understands you, something is wrong with his brain? That's so true, man.
So that clip, that wasn't like a hidden thing. It's only hidden because she's deleted the vlog.
Yeah, but it was like in the video. Her being like, he kissed me in the dressing room. This is weird.
Yeah. And that was like, I thought it was supposed to be a fake date. Like, it was supposed to be a fake fake date. You're right, Tana. He's the fucking crazy weirdo. Why do you kiss her? That's crazy. Okay, so that was the first fake date that Jason went on.
First?
Because this was supposed to be the second, and I would assume there was supposed to be more. This is with Trisha Paytas.
Oh. Well, they're more similar in age. Sorry, am I wrong? How old is Trisha Paytas?
They are more similar in age.
But still.
They're still
yeah.
I think there's still like a 10-year age gap, if not more.
Sure.
But she's not 19. So yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
11 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah, have you ever seen my videos?
They're talking about YouTube, to be clear.
Like 30 seconds of
the amount of disregard that these YouTubers had for giving away their fucking home address blows my mind.
Oh, this is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and this is my door, and this is where I live, and I leave the key under the mat. And you're like, oh.
Amazing.
Yeah, have you ever seen my videos?
I have seen maybe like 30 seconds of one. That's it.
This is not good. I'm like very raunchy, and I talk about a lot of guys I go out with. Yeah.
I heard that's sort of what you do, and that's your thing. That's fun though.
Pause there.
Yeah.
Bro, how did you not know what you were getting yourself into? She said it. It's not even a real date. And she's like warning you. She's like, you wanted to go on a date with me? I fucking roast people that I go on dates with.
I presume that's what he wanted. I think he's lying about only seeing 30, right? Because his whole thing is being a punching bag. If Tana roasts him, isn't that good?
Hey, maybe I'm crazy.
Sure.
I believe that Jason is like you.
You fucking run that back. This can't make the YouTube video.
He doesn't know
You are like him.
all.
You creep piece of shit.
YouTube-wise, he's just there. He doesn't know. He doesn't really. He's just existing. Doesn't really know anyone that's in the space at all, and has to get a British guy to explain it to him.
I see. So that means you're kind of like David Dobrik. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're kind of like the
David
Sherpa.
wasn't explaining shit.
You're the leader,
to
you know what I mean? He taught him what to do. Yeah, this all tracks. This all tracks.
No, Ludwig is the David Dobrik.
Hey, and that's a fact.
Actually, I already spoke about you.
You did.
Yeah, because you flaked on me. So you already, but I didn't say your name. God, I was all pretty, ready to go for our date last night. 25 minutes before. You're like, sorry. I was like, this mother.
Okay, you can skip to basically they go on a date, and they do a lot of like random filming that is like shot to music, and then they end up kissing.
It's going to be a beautiful kiss between lovers in front of the Cars 3 poster. Oh my God, the little leg kick. Holy.
The whole entire time they're saying the date was fake, and obviously they staged that by like having the camera set up so they knew they were being filmed or whatever, but it was like, is it real? Is it not?
Well, everybody, today you saw what love is all about.
It's over at middle of the day.
Trisha and I will be hopefully hanging out again.
You think?
Yeah, of course.
Huh.
She hit him with a huh. She goes, you think? Yeah, of course. Huh. Well, now that I hear that, probably not.
You're awesome.
You think so?
You're funny.
Are you saying that for the vlog? Or are you saying that?
No, I'm saying it for real. I wouldn't just say that. You're pretty.
Can I be in the vlog?
Yeah, sure.
Hi.
So that's it. That's the end of their first date.
Right.
And as you know, I'm pretty sure you know, they ended up dating.
I did not know that.
Jason wasn't a great boyfriend and was pretty much a piece of shit for like most of their relationship. And with doing a daily vlog, you just get to see that every day because he would vlog his day every day.
There's
and
video
the conversations
evidence.
they'd have. Yeah. Here is a nice little compilation. The first one is wild.
I was about to say you're a good actress, and I should have got that joke. It was a funny joke.
So to be clear, if you can't tell, he's covering her mouth to stop her from talking because he's like, no, you hear what I have to say.
Oof.
That's it. End of story. I love covering your mouth.
Oh.
Watch. Peace and quiet.
Oh.
No, and you can tell, you can barely see her, but
she's not feeling it because she would be playing along with the bit.
And like I said, I was someone that watched these vlogs, like the Jason stuff. This isn't an isolated incident. This was almost any time that they would talk ever.
Yeah, I mean, this is 12 minutes straight of it while they were dating. Yeah,
they went through, I think, like 3 different breakups and get back togethers.
Oh.
They would basically just go on a really, really expensive holiday, have a lot of sex, get back to LA and be like, we hate each other, and then break up, and then the cycle would repeat.
Classic.
We're gonna look like crazy people at the MTV thing. All dressed in twins.
Did you imagine pointing at your fucking girlfriend?
Saying we're gonna look like crazy people.
Yeah, she's dressed up to go out. She's ready. And he's just in a shitty little t-shirt.
Yeah.
He's like, you're dressed like a crazy person.
That is tough. And apparently it's Christmas. You didn't even mention that. He's opening his Christmas presents and telling her she's crazy.
Wait, is it Christmas Day?
Bro, he's opening presents. What do you want from me?
I don't know. Realized.
shave? That's a good question. I don't know.
I told her all my problems, but I asked her, don't say anything till when he comes. We're trying to work together.
How would you poison everybody about me before I walk in?
No, I said you're like the greatest thing, and that's where I struggle with. I'm like, you're like the greatest person in the whole world. Like, I can't.
So this one's an example of like both sides
Of where not to vlog. There's places vlogs shouldn't go. The whole time, this is so stupid. Just turn the camera off.
But yeah, she warned her friend about him being a piece of shit, and then she's like, hey, why didn't you shave? They were both bad for each other, right? It just wasn't meant to be. But I do think there are more examples of Jason being toxic than her being toxic.
Yeah, I can tell. You know what the real answer is? Because you can see it in his eyes and his fucking unkempt beard, is he's depressed. I think a lot of people don't shave when they're depressed. You know what I mean? It's just like a normal thing. You wake up and you go. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
One big thing that he would do, he was insanely controlling with how she would eat.
That sucks.
Which, if you know anything about Trisha, she is like known for eating.
She did those like eating
mukbangs.
vlogs. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
She would like talk to camera. We watched a couple of them when we were learning about her. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, like she'll just fucking eat and film herself eating and have like big fucking amazing meals. And she would say sometimes to Jason like, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to do this. And then because she's kind of like a sporadic brain person, she will one day be like, no, I'm just going to eat a shit ton of food. I don't care about being on a diet. And he won't listen to her when she's like, I want to eat. He listens to her when she's like, I want to diet. He's like, yes, we'll have a diet. Yes, you should lose weight.
He obviously has like feelings about her figure, which is like, that sucks. Yeah.
And we know how you change your mind every 2 seconds.
I'm not going to change my mind.
You can change your mind.
Oh yeah, he was like, do you want to go to Greece? And then she's like, yeah, but you're just going to fucking break up with me and change your mind before we get there. Which sounds like she could be like insane for thinking that, but that has happened before. She's not crazy for thinking that. The reason that I showed you the Tana thing leading into the Trisha thing is because part of the reason they broke up was a whole entire like weird obsession from Jason about wanting to fuck Tana.
That sucks. Jason Nash being obsessed with Tana for 3 straight minutes.
You remember Threesome?
It's just
19 years old.
Now that I know her, like I wouldn't even want to have sex with her.
That's so fucking
I'll be honest, that's a very funny joke.
yeah, that's what I mean. Sometimes he hits.
Yeah, it's crazy. The first one is not asking your girlfriend if she'd have a threesome with a 19-year-old YouTuber. That's tough. He said he would never have sex with Tana, but the next video you see is from a few months ago.
If you can get Tana to have a three-way with me and Trisha, I'll fucking buy you a Ferrari. I'll do anything. I'll be your slave for a year.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
You'll buy me a Ferrari.
I can't buy a Ferrari, but I mean, I'll put a lot of money towards a Ferrari.
You'll buy me a Ferrari.
Give me $100,000 cash.
Actually?
You can make that happen. You can't run to Trisha with this piece of video and be like, Jason said.
Damn it.
I mean, I presume this is going on YouTube, right? Like immediately?
Yeah, this is all like as though it's part of David's video. So this clip is then followed by the next clip in his video, which has since been deleted.
Got it.
Trisha, can you help me with my video? You would do anything for me?
I do anything for you.
Can you and Jason have a threesome with Tana?
I think she's in Australia.
Down to Tana's house and Jonah thinks he's like,
Where are you?
I just got off a plane to LAX. How'd you know?
Yeah, so again, this comes to like, I don't know how much of this is faked, right?
Yeah.
Like, I know that David fakes some things, but a lot of this feels like Tana doesn't know what the fuck's happening, and she gets invited over.
And she just was on like a long flight from Australia, and he's like, just come over, just come over. Yeah.
And she's like, influencer, so I'm going to go to like the biggest YouTuber's house instantly, of course. If I can be in a David Dobrik vlog, that's so sick. That's great for her.
He wields a lot of power amongst other content creators. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Tana. Hi. We're in desperate times.
Yeah, I can tell.
Because you're here. This is our ask.
Okay. You know I'm like taken though, right?
Sure, whatever.
Okay, because I just feel like you're about to ask me to fuck someone.
No.
Okay.
The fact that she knew is like also very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Would you have a threesome with Jason and Trisha? More than just.
I've never had a threesome.
No,
I'm saving that for marriage.
How do you feel about Jason wanting to have a threesome with you?
But why me, Jason? You could do better.
Because he likes broken girls.
Wait.
Is that true or true?
yeah, it's true.
Okay. These two just
God,
recently...
you almost forget that he's old when you watch these, and you're like, yeah, maybe if they're all the same age, it's like it's still icky. But like the fact that he is 45 years old in this, and she is 19, maybe 20, at that point is like, ugh.
Okay, so this kind of ends Jason's Vlog Squad era. We can move now on to essentially present day.
Oh. Oh my god. So with no David Dobrik, I have no idea what he could possibly be doing. And if you tell me it's a third movie about his life that flopped, I would fucking lose it.
He is now doing something that I think you're aware of. He is begging for money on TikTok.
Dude, is he doing ice cream so good? Ice cream so good.
Kind of. There's this new TikTok thing that is battles. The concept is each TikTok streamer is trying to earn more money than the other person. And if you earn more money than the other person, you win.
Got it. This is how Hunger Games starts.
The same example. AKS! 20
Oh,
seconds left.
this has been sped up.
Default Sports Station. AKS! Yeah! Default!
He lost. Why is he cheering?
Damn.
Damn. How much is 5,000 TikTok bucks?
I actually have no idea because they don't make the scale like actually reasonable.
Sure.
It also is hard to tell like as a viewer what the fuck's happening. I'm pretty sure they see something pretty similar on their end.
Yeah.
So a lot of the time he doesn't really know what the fuck's going on, and most of the people don't really know what's going on.
He's also on an 0-3 streak against this woman, against Susie.
Susie is like the sister of someone that used to be in the David vlogs. So this is embarrassing.
That's tough.
Here is another example.
Well, look at that. Well, you look at
Obviously, the person who's recording this has an ulterior motive.
Yeah. What happened
Get
to
alive.
Jason Nash?
This is what he's doing right now. It's interesting because there's no like actual content.
Yeah, I don't really understand it. They're just saying, give me more money than that guy.
Okay, so that's what his TikToks are like. We
Okay.
can move on to
Yeah.
when there's a huge donation.
Jason Nash crying on live.
Thank you. I love you, Starshine. Thank you.
Oh my god, he's really, really crying. Yeah.
It took us to the top 34, which is like insane.
694,000 likes? He's in top 34. That's insane.
Wow, he's in the top 34.
So I
do you
presume that
remember-
if you're just scrolling, you would get a high-ranked battle. And so theoretically, if you're a top TikTok battler, you would just be getting more money by people going like, fuck it, I'll send him 5 cents, right?
I guess so, yeah. Now, which two people do you think would have a lot to say about Jason Nash doing his TikTok lives?
Oh, I mean, Trisha. Trisha's got to be like, she would be front line, right, to roast here, right?
Trisha frontline? Who else?
I mean, I guess probably not David. I mean, Tana and Trisha. This makes the most sense. That's the two.
Tana and Trisha, interesting.
Yeah.
Well, here's what Tana had to say.
Woo! The kid's cooking. I think the best thing for her to do would be to take the high road and maybe throw him a tenner on
Can
TikTok.
someone make Jason Nash a fucking DoorDash account? If I open my TikTok one more time to seeing him begging for roses on my Live For You page, I'm calling CPS.
Oh,
Have you
no.
seen your kids? Have
Oh,
you
I
seen
forgot
them?
that he has kids. The kids are probably 18. The kids are probably supporting him at this point.
And also when they go to school, are their friends like, hey, I saw your dad like begging for a galaxy. Like, and I know I'm a sellout, okay? I'm not against people doing things for money, but at this point it's like, I would rather see him behind a paywall cheeked up. Like, I just don't get, every single time I've opened my phone, Jason Nash is on live begging for money. And I want answers. Have you seen your kids this month?
Oh.
It's brutal, but kind of true. I mean, we'll find out. I think he's doing this for his kids. Like to raise money for them. He said he'll do anything for it. I've got some clips, so we'll hear from the horse's mouth. But
of course,
we need to hear about what Trisha has to say first.
Absolutely.
What was the insult behind chicken parmesan and heartbreaks?
I think I like dated someone who told me I was like disgusting for eating chicken parmesan at midnight.
Someone.
Yeah.
I wonder who
a lot
that
of boyfriends
is.
That, like, no, not boyfriends, just people I like dated that like just always called me fat.
I had a girlfriend that would order chicken parmesan at 11:30 at night. I didn't even know you could get chicken parmesan at 11:30 at night.
Oh no.
She figured it out.
Yeah, and one of those is begging for change on TikTok Live. So who really won? Guess them nuggets were worth it, Trish.
Ooh.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Slay.
Holy shit.
Please, rocket, lion.
Damn, she's so mad. Dude, she hates him. Holy shit.
She's got Trish's back though. I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, that rules.
And then this is a clip after all of this has happened. This is Jason Nash's chat. Keep an eye on the chat. in
Got
this
it.
one.
Got it. Keep it in the chat. DoorDash is hiring. DoorDash. DoorNash. Dude,
DoorNash, dude, is so good.
No.
Then, again, around this time, obviously, he has his podcast that he does still.
Of course.
This is his reason for doing this.
All right. Now, look, would I be on TikTok Live if I wasn't in like a financial hole? I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know. Maybe. He does it for the game. Bro, he actually loves it. That was not of course not. There was no hard no. He's like, fuck, maybe. Honestly, that shit fun.
I think he's just like too scared to say, of course I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for like me being
Yeah, protecting his ego
right?
a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, man.
You said earlier, somebody said, why doesn't he just get a DoorDash, whatever?
Right.
Like, do you ever think about going
to DoorDash
or to like a? Did you ever think about going back to like any other job, or was like
I can't do anything else?
I just never thought it's entertainment or nothing. I don't care what it is. Like,
what would you suggest I do?
No.
He's so triggered. Dude.
Yeah, and it's like, dude,
don't
DoorDash.
say
I
it.
said it. I said the thing. DoorDash. Yeah, I said the thing. Uber if you want that.
It's really funny because Zach is desperately trying to think of a different way to word it, and
Yeah.
then eventually he just gives up and says, "Why don't you work DoorDash?" It's so funny.
It's just that
Let me get a job at Lululemon.
I'm genuinely asking because anytime I see one, the comments are like, "Why doesn't he like work like a real job?" Like this
Right.
isn't me saying this as a negative thing.
Yes,
I'm
yes,
just
no,
totally
address it,
asking.
please.
Yeah.
Why don't I get a real job?
No.
Is that your question?
No. You know what?
Just say yes and let him answer, right? I'm like, yes, I want to know the answer.
You know what? Just flavor it like that. Why don't you get a real job?
I don't have any
He
skills.
finally does it.
Do you have any interests outside of entertainment?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
That's tough. That's tough.
Yeah, it's really tough.
I can't golf.
Okay, so to close this all up, Stanz, where the fuck is David?
Yeah. I mean, I assume David is in his Snapchat castle getting paid $1 million a month or whatever, and then he doesn't actually come down and say anything.
Jason was the guy in David's vlogs, right? For years.
Sure.
They had a podcast together, and as much as Jason has to thank David for his career, David has to thank Jason for his too. So this is what David thinks.
Dude, imagine he hits a hoop.
This was posted on, I think, David's Snapchat, like the same week that all of this shit was happening.
Got it. Jason Nash is a legend on TikTok Live now.
Guys, I'm visiting Jason. I like to visit him at least once a week.
Oh, bro, it's gonna be like a trash can or something. Don't do this to him. Don't do this to him.
It's not as bad as that. Don't worry, it's not as bad.
I know
as
that he's doing TikTok Live every day now, but I'm still not convinced that it's him. It could be AI at this point. Jason!
Oh my god, I thought you were Wyatt. I got so...
Dude, wait, why does Jason have a cloud couch? And why is he wearing like a cashmere turtleneck? I thought this guy was pressed for money. What, is this his house?
This is his house. Yeah, he's gonna dress up nice.
Do
for the
you know how
TikTok
much
Live.
this couch cost? This is a $20,000 couch, bro. I'm in the cloud couch fucking ecosystem.
Dude, you're kind of becoming a legend on TikTok now.
I know.
Oh.
Not a good way.
I think it's fun.
Why is David Dobrik wearing a crown?
Bro, that's David Dobrik. He has just come round to his friend's house, who he doesn't really see that often, to roast him because people are talking about him for the wrong reasons. And then a bit later, he gets Jason to go and sit in his fancy car. They leave the part out, but he's just like sat in David's car, and it's like, why is this happening? He then
there he is. He's just sitting in the car.
It's so sad. So it seems like David doesn't really give a shit about him. Jason's talked about their relationship a little bit on their podcast. There's some clips of them talking about it.
David's in this like moment in his life
where he can do anything,
where he just parties like every day. I can't put myself in that mindset. Like,
he calls me to play pool, and I'm like, I gotta go live, and I don't expect him to understand that.
So he's got to go live for TikTok battles?
It's fucking bro. It's if he's your friend, I don't expect him to understand that I have to earn money to live. He's not a fucking brain dead moron. He's a human being. You can just have a conversation with him, bro. David's such a fucking awful human being. That's crazy.
That is tough.
I miss the podcast. I miss the money of the podcast.
Dude, that's so funny. I do like his honesty. Because he's realizing he doesn't miss the podcast. It's work. He has to hang out with David Dobrik. You know what I mean? But then he's like, no, I miss the money of the podcast.
He turned down $10 million deal. I see you say that on like TikTok clips all the time.
Oh, is that how much it really was? 10 million?
Yeah, dude. Their podcast was popping at their peak. It's crazy.
That's tough.
10 million to just keep on doing basically what Jason is now doing, but without
alone without David Dobrik, and now it's getting 20,000 views, even with like a pretty popular guy, that podcaster.
You know, he turned down all this money, and all he had to do was talk to me once a week for 40 minutes. You know.
Oh, the fact that no one laughed is like, oh fuck.
Yeah,
dude.
well, it's because it's true, right?
Yeah, but it can still be funny. I think it's true and funny.
When's the podcast coming back? That's literally every comment on TikTok Live. So that's why it stings.
Well, I mean, most comments are door Nash, if I was going to be really honest. But
I think
sure
this was pre-door Nash, to be clear.
Copy.
This was like early TikTok Live before it had like blown up.
Yeah.
No matter how many people love it around him, if he doesn't love it, he just won't do it.
Yeah, and which is totally fair. If you're not into it, that's why I don't bring it up or whatever.
It is a crazy concept.
I don't bring it up, dude. I never mention it.
Literally a minute ago, the girl was like, "Mel, you said that $10 million thing every day, every episode."
They're talking about it is because she said that he keeps on fucking.
This is basically his therapy about David. That is so funny. I don't like talking about it. I don't want to bring it up. $10 million though. $10 million. Everyone's saying we should bring it back. We should bring it back, but hey, he doesn't want to bring it back.
Movie if he needs therapy.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
So fucking funny.
And there we are, present day Stanz. For
Dude,
better
this is
or
sad.
worse, love him or hate him, he's had an insane career, like internet and media wise.
He is a complicated character, huh? I think he is a relic of a bygone era. Even the fact that he said like in this interview, like, oh yeah, this was a part of my routine. And it's like, routine? Old man, you're TikTok battling. Like you have such an antiquated mindset on like what you have to be successful in like what he is thinking of as Hollywood, that it's just like incongruous with what he was doing on TikTok and even before that on Vine, that I think that is where like the issues lie. He has a rule set in his mind for a whole different paradigm, and it has led him astray. And now he's just sitting here waxing poetic about like, if only David loved me, I'd be a millionaire. Yeah. And it's like, no. I want to ask him also, what about a real job, man? Maybe try it.
It's very sad on both ends, right?
Yeah.
It's sad that Jason's here and that he's doing this, and it's also sad that every single like opportunity that he's had or done has kind of like fallen through, and that David's kind of abandoned him. And
True.
The best thing to take from this is Tana and Trisha, queens.
Yeah, and very funny, and shouldn't have been put in those positions. Thank you for watching. That was I was gonna fucking forget his name. That was Devin Nash. That was Jason Nash. Jason Nash, everybody. Woo!
Isn't that the Twitch stats guy?
That is the Twitch stats guy. Like different guy.